So we just put these again with a couple of tables and then we'll put our what we need.
Yeah.
Charles.
Pardon?
Charles.
Charles, yeah. Okay, so
We've got the other frames there.
yep.
Your two
Give me
boxes.
2 boxes, alright. We'll push the
Tables and we've got 5 chairs.
okay. So I think if we can push them dais out a bit further.
Yep.
First one on, are you? You're the only ones today. How long are you on for?
That's right. Let's make it in the hole.
Yes.
So now do 2 songs today. Oh, sorry, second with our 10 songs tonight. Good.
Plugged in.
Flat out over the Christmas holiday.
I might just move it. If I put Mary there, then that can come round behind.
Actually, so much can't remember.
So you want to go more?
Yeah, I've been past it. You're still
Because they'll come around it.
Sure, mate.
Is that all the space they need?
That's all they need, yes.
Yeah.
Run.
I think breakfast might be free too.
I mean, they can work on that.
Yeah, so if we like to
Catch you later on.
put the chairs across the leg.
So I'll get them to give us a 2-song warning.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, you start.
It's just one row. They're not negotiating with each friend.
Good. I'm going to be looking at you about the start of this one because it's been a little while since we did it.
This one
Yeah, just when you're coming in. I probably will be fine. I just
for solid rock.
six there, then they're in front.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And what a fine morning. We're Miss Jane. We're here for about 45 minutes, play some great Aussie rock tunes, including one of our own that we recorded here in Tassie not too long ago, towards the end of the set. And then there'll be some other ceremonial happenings.
fresh.
There's nothing much more Australian than rocking out early on a
8 o'clock on
public holiday morning.
Friday morning.
Doesn't stop with the things twice. I see the knives. I turn my back. I hear the train coming. I stay right in the middle.
All right.
Thank you. Stick around.
come with me, 'cause you look so fine that I really wanna make you mine. You look so fine that I really wanna make you mine. 4, 5, 6, come on and get your kicks. Now you don't need the money with a face like that, do you? Big black face, long brown hair, he's so sweet, yeah, that's there. Well, I can see you come with me, but you really know well, yeah. I know we got much to say, before I let you go away. So 1, 2, 3, take my hand and come with me, 'cause you look so fine that I really wanna make you mine. You look so fine that I really wanna make you mine. 4, 5, 6, come on and get your kicks. Now you don't need the money with a face like cracking for 8:15 in the morning. It's going to be a great day, guys. Sun's out. Hope you got your sunscreen on. Hey?
Highway to hell.
Okay. Living easy, loving free. Season ticket on a one-way ride. Ask nothing, leave me be. Taking everything in my stride. Don't need reason, don't need rhyme. Nothing I'd rather do. Going down, party time. No stop signs, speed limit. Paid my dues. me. To the promised land. I'm on the highway to hell. Highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. Highway to hell. Woo. Don't stop.
Just excuse me while I tune up a bit. The old guitar doesn't like being outside.
Yeah. It's a bit of a difference. But It's not fair that you know, and I know better. It's just not
Thank you.
Screaming Jet fans out there.
What a great celebration of Australian rock music.
Exactly.
Kind of step it back just a little bit, just for one song.
When I grow up, I want a pony. I'm gonna ride it from dusk till dawn. I'm gonna brush her mane and feed her sugar cane and keep her in safe from the storm. If I had a pony, I wonder, could I be your girl? When I grow up, I want a baby. I'm gonna name it after Ralph Stanley. Like me. When I grow up, I'll be a lady. All my rings will be made of gold. I'll put flowers in my room and I'll wear perfume. I won't listen to rock and roll. If I was a lady, I wonder, could I be your girl? Young lady, you rock my world. Young lady, I grow up, I wanna be when I grow up. I wanna be when I grow up. I wanna be your
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have too much longer to go.
What are you gonna do?
We promised to play one of our own. This one we wrote here in Tassie not too long ago. We recorded not too long ago. You can find it on Spotify, even on YouTube if you search hard enough.
So high, so high.
can squeeze a couple more in. This one, although not necessarily Australian, was well covered by an Australian band back in the 80s. Worldwide hit. These guys are still touring on this now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We have one more. If there is anybody here for citizenship, can you please come up now and register? This part of the ceremony will be happening very soon. So just make your way up here to the side and see Sally. So we have been Miss Jane. We've had a good time. Hope you have too. Celebrating some of Australia's iconic rock tunes. And it just couldn't happen without this one.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, folks. We've been Miss Jane. If you're interested, there's a bit more music happening this afternoon in Burnie at the multi-storey car park area there. Oh, we might see you there.
Good morning, everyone. I would ask that the two remaining people that are taking their citizenship ceremony this morning, could they please come forward? Again, good morning to all of you today, and I also welcome the Honourable Roger Jench MP, the Honourable Gavin Pearce MP, the Honourable Anita Dow MP, and fellow councillors to our 2024 Australia Day celebrations here in the Richard Guthrie Gardens on the banks of our beautiful Inglis River. I'm sorry that the tide's out, but when it's in, it really is amazing. I hope you have enjoyed your breakfast, and I would like to say a very big thank you to all the hard-working staff and volunteers, including the Lions Club, who have catered this morning's breakfast together with other volunteers who have made this day possible. Today is an opportunity for all of us as Australians to come together to celebrate what's great about Australia and being Australian. Today is also a special day for our newest citizens as they mark a new chapter in their lives and become Australian citizens. On behalf of Council and indeed our whole municipality, we welcome you and thank you for choosing our home to be your home. As part of this year's proceedings, Council has worked closely with the Circular Head Aboriginal Corporation and Mason Doherty to prepare an acknowledgement to country. This short film showcases elements of Aboriginal cultural practice in our area and the continuation of local storytelling over tens of thousands of years. I'd also like to recognise the contribution of Leslie Dick, sharing an Aboriginal spiritual smoking ceremony throughout the morning. Leslie is happy to share his cultural practice with others and supports several of our community events. And now we will watch our Welcome to Country movie.
We would like to acknowledge and pay our respects to the traditional custodians of this ancient land, the Tomagina people.
It is they who walked on, lived on and cared for this country long before us. This country we know today as Waratah Wynyard.
We acknowledge and pay our respects to the elders past and present, for it has been their willingness to share the culture, stories, wisdom and knowledge that has allowed us to learn and continue to share this wisdom with the younger generations, who will in time become the elders of the future.
We must always remember that we can stand here today, proudly celebrating our home, thanks to the thousands of years it was cared for by the Tomagina people.
Thank you for that amazing presentation. I would now like to welcome our ambassador, Rosalie or Rosie Martin. Rosie Martin is a clinical speech pathologist with almost 40 years' experience, more than 20 of them at the helm of Hobart-based practice, Speech Pathology, Tasmania. She founded a literacy-focused charity which has delivered its flourishing programs and advocacy for a decade. She is a criminologist and an accredited facilitator with the Centre of Courage and Renewal. Rosalie is driven by kindness in action, evidence-based service delivery and fun. Rosalie was awarded the 2017 Tasmanian Australian of the Year, delivering programs of literacy and parent-child attachment to those not usually offered such opportunity, prison inmates. She continues to lead gently but audibly in the expanding conversation of 100% literacy for Tasmanians. So on behalf of myself, the councillors and the community, I would like to thank you for being with us today and present you with an ambassador's pin. I'll find it for you. It's a unity pin, and I think that's your ambassador's pin. Thank you. Thank you. I now ask Rosalie to talk to you about all those wonderful things that she does.
Thank you, Mayor Junior, and hello to everybody. Hello to the honourables and dignitaries that are amongst us, which I think is all of us as Australians, respecting, reflecting and celebrating together on Australia Day. So I actually just want to pick up on that language because this is the theme, if you like, of the Australia Day celebrations as it's been set out by the National Australia Day Council. Reflect, respect and celebrate. And I think there's something in that for all of us. And because I'm a speech pathologist, as was I was just introduced by the Mayor, I'm a little bit interested in words. And so I just want to pick up and think about these words just a moment longer. So the word reflect, it actually means to bend again. So the word means again from Latin, and the word flect means to bend. It's a bit like when you flex your arm, for instance. That's what that comes from. And so what reflect invites us to do is to bend our thoughts, to actually think back into what has been in our histories and to use new perspectives and new wisdoms and new insights to bend our thoughts again in order to understand more deeply and more fully. And so we might bend those thoughts and shape them with the sorrows that we have, the joys that we have, with appreciation or with grief. So we can bring all of these things, and the sharing of our bending of our thoughts actually makes them stronger for us. And this is the growing of wisdom. And as Australians, we're invited to reflect on our histories and reflect on our future, to bend our thoughts again with the things that we learn. And actually, just as I've been here this morning, I've seen so many examples of people reflecting. The Welcome to Country was a beautiful example of the invitation to reflect. It enlarges us. It's not always comfortable to reflect, but it does enlarge us. People standing, looking out at the river. This is reflection as well. The first song of the morning was Solid Rock by Goanna, standing on sacred ground. That's an invitation to reflect. And we had Miss Jane singing to us, and it was just wonderful. The Australian, the Aboriginal flags hanging side by side. We are invited to reflect and to respect. So respect means to look again. So again, and spect means to look. So respect is an invitation to us to see what we maybe didn't see on first glance. So giving respect to each other allows us to look through all the fluff that can go on, all the sawdust, all the sandpaper that can go on in human interaction, and instead to look again and see what we didn't see, which is the deep humanity of each of us and of another person. And I've seen this happening this morning as well. I've seen introductions. I've been introduced. I'm new to Wynyard. It's only the second time I've been here, and both times I've been here except for today, or the other time I guess, was at night, so I didn't really get to see your beautiful town until now. But I've been introduced around this morning as I've been here. That's respect. I've seen people setting up and involved in the stalls over there. That's respect. It's service to us. I've had the opportunity to chat with strangers. One of the strangers that I chatted with called me her new friend. So that's respect, seeing who I am. Even the medicos that are over there, the respect of the care for us as humans as we're here celebrating this morning. And to celebrate. What's celebrate? So celebrate actually means, the celeb part actually means often repeated and famous. So it's kind of got that element of famous. So it's to do often repeated things. And those things that we repeat often, we repeat because they're important in some way. Important for the rituals and routines, maybe of sorrow, maybe of survival, maybe of custom, of joy, of remembering. And there have been so many examples of celebration here this morning. The smoking ceremony is just a beautiful example of a repeated experience that actually brings us insight and reflection and respect. The barbecue. Mate, that's an Aussie repeated experience, isn't it? We're celebrating with a barbecue, even the choosing of this beautiful place. And so it's wonderful. Thank you very much for the opportunity for me to be here today and to reflect, respect and celebrate with you. My story is that as a speech pathologist a few years ago, I realised that I had skills to teach people to read, and that there are a lot of people in prison who don't know how to read. And so I took the skills that I have as a speech pathologist and went into the prison and set about teaching some guys to read in there, and they learned very quickly, which was really wonderful. Anyway, that work got noticed, and in 2017 I was nominated as the Tasmanian Australian of the Year. And honestly, I just felt like the sky opened up and something amazing just happened to fall on me. I was just setting about doing my normal work in the world, the work that was work of passion and interest to me, work that I knew how to do, and then the sky opened up and this amazing thing fell on me. But the point I guess I want to make out of that is that actually the sky is above all of us, and all of us, all of you that I see in front of me, you are walking in the world doing those things that are of passion to you as Australians, reflecting, respecting and celebrating. And every voice matters. Every voice, all the work that we do, the sharing and the connecting together, because every story as we walk along, all of these stories as we move along together are part of our progress, our travelling forward. They're part of our healing. And it's a joy to be able to be doing those things together. Even when it's hard, there is still the connection that binds us as human beings that's a joy. So I've been expressing it this way over these last few years, that there are 3 steps to kind communication, because there's something about kindness that really does support our best humanity. And the 3 steps to kind communication are these. The first one is be kind in your next interaction. So next interaction you have, be kind. That's step 1. Step 2, in a way, that's like the respect, right? Step 2 is reflect on this. So there's the reflect. Reflect on this. Think about it. How did that feel for me? How did that feel for the other person? It actually helps us to be kind. It's good for us. It's good for us and it's good for them. And here's step 3. Return to step 1 and repeat. So keep doing it over and over, doing it often. There's the celebration in the best of us in our humanity. And the other thing I've been saying quite a bit in these last few years, just because it's so connected to my work, is that if people can't speak out, they'll act out. And so the best opportunities we can provide to be our best selves is to give everybody the chance to speak out, to allow every voice to be heard. And I just want to close just by saying that we've got new voices that are joining us as Australians, and that's about to happen now, and that's something absolutely worth celebrating. So thank you for the time that I've had with you this morning, and I'm going to pass over to Mayor Duniam again into the official part of the morning to welcome new citizens to Australia. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Rosie. How inspiring. So remember, 3 steps and go back to step 1. We will now move on to what I consider as the very important part of the morning. I'm sorry about the wind. I've got a mouthful of hair. To commence the celebration, we do have 6 recipients of their citizenships today. We have Mrs. Emmy Bedford, Miss Terry Ann Crawford, Mr. Carl Massey Chase, Mrs. Pawitri Schultz, Mrs. Philippa Scotland, Mrs. Bianca Elise, and note also that some of the children are here of those newly to be citizens. What a lovely family affair. To begin, I have been delegated as a person before whom the Australian Citizenship Pledge of Commitment as a citizen of the Commonwealth of Australia shall be made. You are about to undertake a new commitment, a new responsibility. This citizenship ceremony is being conducted as prescribed in the Australian Citizenship Act 2007 and the Australia Citizenship Regulations 2016 under the authority of the Honourable Andrew Giles MP, Minister for Immigration, Citizenship and Multicultural Affairs. I now ask Mr Gavin Pearce, MP, Federal Member for Braddon, to read a letter from that Minister, the Minister on behalf of Mr Andrew Giles.
Thanks, Mayor. Well, thank you, Mayor, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm incredibly proud today. I'm incredibly proud of the place that I represent. I'm incredibly proud of the fact that you put your faith in me to represent you in Canberra. And as far as I'm concerned, you new citizens today are joining a community that is part of the very best community that we could ever find anywhere. We live in the best region, the best state, the best nation in the world, and I congratulate you on your choice. It's a very special day. On behalf of the Honourable Andrew Giles MP, Minister for Immigration, Citizenship and Multicultural Affairs, thank you for deciding to become an Australian citizen. Today you join a nation that is one of the world's most successful multicultural societies, with around half of all Australians either born overseas or with at least one parent born overseas. In Australia, we can be proud of who they are, and everybody should be respected, should be valued, and feel a sense of belonging. We are privileged to share this beautiful country, this beautiful region, and this town we call Wynyard. In the world's oldest continuing culture, this is a fundamental part of who we all are. For more than 60,000 years, our First Nations people have cared for our country, appreciating and understanding this truth. It's a vital part of what it means to be a true Australian. Australians are united by our shared commitment to democracy and to the rule of law, to freedom of speech, to religion and association. Our diversity is our greatest strength, and we prosper by embracing this. We believe in a society in which everyone is equal, regardless of their gender, their faith, sexual orientation, age, ability, race, national or ethnic origin. Ours is the land of a fair go, in which respect and compassion underpin our care for each other and our willingness to reach out to those around us. And we see that in bounds today. By becoming an Australian citizen here this morning, you make a commitment to these values and to contribute to our evolving Australian story. On behalf of the Australian Government, heartfelt congratulations on becoming an Australian citizen. Signed, the Honourable Andrew Giles MP, Minister for Immigration, for Citizenship and Multicultural Affairs.
Thank you, Mr Pearce. Australian citizenship represents full and formal membership of the community of the Commonwealth of Australia, and Australian citizenship is a common bond involving reciprocal rights and obligations, uniting all Australians while respecting the diversity of citizens and people on whom Australian citizenship is conferred, and they enjoy these rights and undertake to accept these obligations by pledging loyalty to Australia and its people, and by sharing their democratic beliefs, and by respecting their rights and liberties, and by upholding and obeying the laws of Australia. Firstly, we have Miss Crawford, Mr Bedford and Mrs Massey Chase, who will take the oath. If they wish to stand, they may all remain seated. I ask that you repeat after me. From this time forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey. Thank you. We'll go on with the rest of the ceremony in a moment. If you just sit, we've got 3 more to. Thank you. I now call on Mrs Schultz, Mrs Scotland and Mrs Wilton with Freya and Oliver, who are going to repeat the pledge. If you wish to stand, you may, or you can remain seated. Please repeat after me. From this time forward, I pledge loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey. And our Ambassador and Mr Gavin Pearce will present certificates and pin and gifts and an Australian plant to those new citizens. I welcome you as citizens of Australia and congratulate you on your decision to take up Australian citizenship, along with hundreds of other people who are also making their commitments at hundreds of ceremonies like this all around Australia. Australia gives all Australians the opportunity to live and grow in a free and open society and to share in the common good. In return, we owe Australia our duty as good neighbours and good citizens. Australia's future success depends on the way we work together. You have made a pledge of commitment to Australia and its people and have been provided with a memento certificate to mark the occasion. On behalf of all Australians, I congratulate you and wish you and your families well for the future. You are now Australia's newest citizens. Well done and thank you. And now we will play the national anthem. thank you so much for that wonderful rendition. And also, I think that we need to congratulate again our newest citizens of Australia. I'm going to ask our newest citizens to actually leave the stage, but we would like them back later after the ceremony has finished for some photographs, but also there is a native plant available for each one of our newest citizens to be collected as they leave the stage. We are now moving on to the announcement of the 2024 Australia Day Awards. On Australia Day, we also recognise the contributions and achievements of our community members. These awards encourage all of us to consider how we can contribute to our community and become more active citizens in our local community. I'm now going to announce our 24 Australia Day Award nominees, and I ask that each nominee come to the stage while our newest citizens leave the stage. That's all right. Welcome. So now it is time for our nominees for our citizenship ceremony. Not our citizenship ceremony, our awards, Australia Day Awards, for those nominees to come forward. Young Citizen of the Year, we have a nominee, Peyton Samain Daly, who is a cyclist and a fundraiser participating in the Great Cycle Challenge, which is a nationwide cycling event that runs for the month of October each year. I ask that Peyton Samain Daly comes forward. The nominations for Citizen of the Year, the first one is Bruce Corbett for his services to community, in particular as Wynyard Fire Chief for many, many years. Bruce, if you would come forward. Our second nominee for Citizen of the Year is Michelle Williamson, well known in the local area for her coordination of Farm It Forward. Michelle, if you could come forward. The nominees for Community Event of the Year, number one is the Wynyard Yacht Club for the Australian Hansa Class Championships, April 23. And number two, the Wynyard Yacht Club Paddlers Winter Series 2023. I'm not sure if anyone is present, but if they are, that can represent the Wynyard Yacht Club, you are welcome to come forward. While not everyone can win an award today, I would like to congratulate everyone on being nominated and for the great work that they do in our community. Without volunteers and tireless workers such as those nominated here today, our community would not be what it is. I would like to say congratulations and that you are already winners in my eyes and most certainly in the eyes of the community. I would like now to announce the 2024 Young Citizen of the Year Award. And I'm very pleased to announce that the Young Citizen of the Year Award goes to Peyton Semaine Daly. I'm actually going to ask Peyton if she'd like to say a few words.
Thank you for nominating me. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Don't know.
It's okay. Let's congratulate Peyton for the wonderful job that she has done already as Junior Citizen of our municipality, or Young Citizen of the Year Award. I'll give you a little more information about Peyton Semaine. She is a cyclist and a fundraiser participating in the Great Cycle Challenge, which is a nationwide cycling event that runs for the month of October every year. The Children's Medical Research Institute is the organiser of the event, and the purpose is to raise funds for childhood cancer research. Held for the entire month of October, including school holidays, Peyton was out riding the Tasmania Trail with her mum in all types of weather. In 2023, Peyton rode 409 kilometres and raised around $2,000, increasing both her riding distance and fundraising from subsequent years. This is not the first time she has done this. The riding she has achieved is a great achievement, and the fundraising has been significant for her cause. Peyton is not only a great role model for her peers, but for all ages within our community. Congratulations on your award, Peyton. We know our future is in good hands when young people such as yourself are so passionate and committed to such major issues as the environment and looking after our planet. Please show your appreciation of Peyton. The next is the Citizen of the Year Award 2024, and I'm very pleased to announce that the Citizen of the Year Award 2024 goes to Michelle Williamson. It does sound like Michelle's very, very popular. Michelle is well known in the local area for her coordination of Farm It Forward. The community-based volunteer group grows food to share in a community garden, as well as runs a variety of free or low-cost classes 6 to 7 days a week to enhance skills and build social networks and gain knowledge. Michelle is a great role model for her peers, encouraging people of different backgrounds to socialise in a safe environment while increasing awareness and learning on the benefits of sustainability. Congratulations, Michelle, on your award, and thank you for your amazing work that you do, which is very clearly highly regarded by many in the community. And I ask Michelle to come forward and say a few words.
Thank you very much, everyone. Farm It Forward Tasmania became much bigger than what I had anticipated, and it's thanks to the support of our wonderful community. Yes, I'm meeting some wonderful people and learning some wonderful skills, and it's thanks to our community. Thank you very much.
I will say that Farm It Forward is an amazing project. It's not just a project, it actually works so well within our communities, and for those that have never learned to even cook, they are learning at this particular within this particular project. So it is wonderful, and the community do thank you, Michelle. Our final award is for the Community of the Year Award, Community Event of the Year Award, and I'm very pleased to announce that this year the award goes to the Wynyard Yacht Club Australian Hansa Class Championships. The Australian Hansa Class Championships had strong participation and positive impact on the area when it was held in April 2023. Distinguished guest Tasmanian Premier, the Honourable Jeremy Rockliff, clearly celebrated the event's inclusive nature and the new facility, the Wynyard Yacht Club, that supported the event's success. Parasailers made up to 20 of the 50 competitives, with an 86-year age difference between the oldest and the youngest competitors, and strong volunteer numbers contributed to the event's success. Congratulations to Commodore of the Wynyard Yacht Club, Chris Simons, and all the Wynyard Yacht Club members for your ongoing commitment to our community. An incredible amount of effort goes into creating an event held on a national scale that showcases the natural and built assets of our town. Mr. Chris Simons, would you like to come forward?
Ashes, 3 tickets to Bon Jovi. Thank you. Oh, no. Thanks for everything you've done.
Thank you. I'm not sure about the ashes. Would you like to speak? See if I can get it.
Okay. Firstly, this award is pretty special because this new yacht club we've got is jointly funded by our federal, state and local governments, which are all represented here today. So I want to thank you for that, but it sort of showcases what we can do out of it. And this event attracted people from all states around Australia and territories. We had our principal race officers from Darwin actually, so it just shows you how we can all come together. And they spoke so highly, the competitors, about this town of ours. It's so accessible. Many of the participants were in chairs and they were able to stay at the motel nearby and just travel across and go uptown so easily. So we do live in a special spot, and I think this yacht club can complement the space that we live in. So thanks to all the volunteers that helped. There was over 50 people that came to offer their support, so I thank them very much, and this award's for them. Well done.
Thank you, Mr. Simons, and that was a very well-deserved award. I would ask that our awardees do remain seated for the moment. We will take some photographs, but this does conclude the formal part of our events today, and I would like to thank our Australia Day Ambassador Rosalie Martin, and I have a certificate and gift for Rosalie. We thank Rosalie for her input today and her wonderful speech. It was very thought-provoking. I also thank Mr. Jench MP and Mr. Gavin Pearce MP and Mrs. Anita Dow MP for being here to help us celebrate our Australia Day. I would also like to acknowledge and thank once again the Circular Head Aboriginal Corporation, Leslie Dick and Mason Doherty for your support with the Aboriginal cultural elements in today's event. Thanks to local volunteers, members from the Lions Club of Wynyard and Rotary Club members from Wynyard and Somerset for helping out with the Aussie Breakfast and supporting the running of the event. This event would not be possible without the support of the National Australia Day Council, Australia Day 2024 Community Grants Program. In closing, I would like to thank you all for attending and hope you take the opportunity to continue to celebrate with your family and friends. I would also like to encourage you to consider who you could nominate for next year's Community Awards. We want to acknowledge as many volunteers and unsung heroes as possible. I thank you very much for this morning, and you all deserve your own applause. Thank you.
the man in pink.